Have you ever seen a car facelift so bad that you wondered what the designers were thinking? Well, get ready, because today we're diving deep into some of the worst car facelifts ever made. We're talking about those updates that turned sleek, elegant designs into awkward, bloated, or downright bizarre creations. From massive grills to unnecessary angular designs, these facelifts left enthusiasts scratching their heads and wondering what went wrong. Let's get started. Number 1. BMW 7 Series. The BMW 7 Series. Once a symbol of understated luxury, the 7 Series has always been a benchmark for executive sedans. But then, BMW decided to change things up in 2019 with the facelift of the G11 into the G12. The result? A front grille so massive that it became the defining feature of the car. Now let's break this down. The pre-facelift model had those beautiful, classic BMW angel eye headlights and a proportional kidney grille. But with the facelift, oh boy. The grille expanded dramatically, resembling something straight out of a fever dream. BMW called this its new design direction, but most enthusiasts just called it ugly. In fact, it was so bad that the car quickly earned the nickname the Beaver. The idea behind the oversized grille was to give the car a more imposing presence. Instead, it ended up looking comically large on what was supposed to be a refined luxury sedan. BMW eventually refined the design in later models, but the damage was done. This facelift will go down in history as one of BMW's biggest design blunders. Number 2. Toyota Prius. The Toyota Prius has never been known for being a beauty queen, but at least it had a functional and unoffensive design. That is, until Toyota decided to go full sci-fi horror with the 2017 facelift. The pre-facelift Prius was, well, just a Prius. It wasn't winning any beauty contests, but it did the job. Then, Toyota handed the design team some Red Bull, locked them in a room, and told them to make the car exciting. What came out was something that looked like it had been attacked by a transformer mid-transformation. The sharp, angular lines were exaggerated beyond belief. The headlights and taillights stretched in bizarre ways that made the car look like it was melting. The goal was to make the Prius look more futuristic, but it ended up alienating even the die-hard Prius fans. Toyota eventually toned down the design in later models, but the 2017 Prius facelift remains one of the most baffling redesigns in automotive history. Number 3. Honda NSX. Now this one might hurt. The first-generation Honda NSX is an icon, a car that changed the game for sports cars worldwide. But in 2002, Honda decided to facelift the NSX, and in doing so, they took away one of its most defining features, the pop-up headlights. Pop-up headlights are cool. Everyone knows this. They give cars an aggressive, sleek look, and they add an element of nostalgia that makes them timeless. The pre-facelift NSX had a beautiful, classic design that screamed 90s supercar. But then, safety regulations and aerodynamics concerns forced Honda to ditch the pop-ups in favor of fixed headlights. Now, were the fixed headlights bad? Not really. They were more aerodynamic and complied with safety laws. But they also stripped away a lot of the NSX's character. The car went from looking like something out of Tokyo Drift to something that blended in a little too much. Sales began to decline, and while the NSX remained an incredible car, the facelift certainly didn't do it any favors in the looks department. Number 4. Chevrolet Camaro. The Chevrolet Camaro has always been one of the most aggressive-looking muscle cars on the market. But in 2019, Chevy decided to improve the design, and let's just say it didn't go well. The biggest issue? The grille. Chevy expanded the front grille dramatically, and in the middle of it, they placed a weird, awkwardly large black bar that just looked wrong. It was like someone copy-pasted the grille from a different car and just slapped it on. The new design felt disjointed, breaking the aggressive, cohesive look of the pre-facelift model. The backlash was swift. Camaro fans were not happy, and the criticism was loud enough that Chevy went back to the drawing board. In 2021, they did another facelift to try and fix the issues, but the damage had already been done. The 2019 Camaro facelift remains one of the most controversial redesigns in recent muscle car history. We've covered some of the biggest offenders, but let's take a quick look at some honorable mentions. 1. Jaguar F-Type O. The Jaguar F-Type started out as one of the most beautiful sports cars of the modern era. But after its facelift, it lost a lot of its charm. The new design smoothed out too many of the aggressive elements, making it look more generic and less distinctive. Sales began to drop significantly after the facelift, proving that sometimes less is more. Nub 2. Nissan 370Z. Nissan 370Z's facelift wasn't necessarily bad, but it was uninspired. By the time the facelift rolled around, the car was already aging, and instead of refreshing it properly, Nissan just gave it minor tweaks. The facelift did nothing to modernize the design, and sales continued to decline until the model was eventually discontinued. 3. Ford Mustang 2018 facelift. Though the Mustang's 2018 facelift wasn't as disastrous as some others on this list, but it was controversial. Ford made the headlights look more aggressive, but many fans thought the design made the car look droopy, almost as if it was sad. While the performance improvements were welcome, the styling changes were divisive. 4. Porsche Panamera first-gen facelift. For Porsche's first attempt at refining the Panamera's design didn't go so well. The awkward proportions of the pre-facelift model were still there, but Porsche made minor tweaks that failed to fix its biggest issue. It still looked like a stretched-out 911 with an identity crisis. So there you have it, some of the worst car facelifts in history. Facelifts are supposed to improve a car, to keep it fresh and modern. But as we've seen today, sometimes they do the exact opposite. Whether it's oversized grills, unnecessary angles, or the tragic loss of pop-up headlights, bad facelifts can haunt a car's legacy forever. What do you think? Which facelift do you think was the worst? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.